Good evening, folks. First time you'll see me detecting of an evening, casting a long shadow. But the reason why I'm back on this particular piece of land that I've done for the last two films is because I'm convinced there is something decent on here. So when I get something into my head, detecting wise, I've got to get it out of my head and get it out of my system. So I'm going to keep hitting it until I hit what I think is going to be a decent find on here. So we'll go dead on 6 o'clock, give it maybe 2.5 hours, 2 hours, see if I get bored, see if anything comes up. Same settings again, just back the sensitivity up to 22. It might be a bit of overkill, folks, but while this lockdown's still half in and half out, no better time to do it. The grass is nice and short, the sheep are off, so I've got no distractions tonight. Let's see if we can bring something up. The wind's dropped. Caught some nice bass the other night. See if we can get some more bits of silver hopefully off here today. Let's give it a go. Keep watching, everybody. First target, folks, you can see it down there. Is it a coin? Took my glove off. No. Oh well, never mind, on to the next. Come up number 9 on the scale. Bloody deep as well. I've had to really have a go at this with the probe and the knife, and we've just located it right down here. A piece of lead, white lead. What's encouraging about this, I'm still hitting targets. So the more I hit targets, the more I'll keep coming until I've done it to complete and utter satisfaction. Right, on to the next. Oh well, I mean, I thought I'd just hit gold, and I did hit gold, a gold bottle top. How the hell did that make that way down that deep? Oh well, you can't win them all. Right, on to the next. Another fairly deep target up, folks, and 11 on the scale. It doesn't look like much. I thought it was actually a bullet casing at first, but it's not actually. It's got faint lines of decoration along it. A hell of a lot of mud and encrusted iron mixed in there. Not sure what it is. You can see like a little loop on the top of there. So semi-interesting. Now what a lot of people seem to be doing with this, with the Equinox, just quickly, and we'll get back to see if we can find stuff. I use it on more metal and I find it far superior to using it than the scrim mode, even though I'm a relatively new Equinox user. Probably got what, 60-70 hours under my belt, maybe more. Still relatively new to it, but I love it because it gives you that bonging tone in the background for iron, and you just listen for the sweet tones or the medium tones or the wispy tones in between that. Like, it's almost like a droid noise, a robotic noise in the background, a low boing, you know, really sort of a low metallic noise, if you will. Ignore that obviously, and then pick up the sweet tones and mid tones and everything else in between. It seems to work a treat. So yeah, it's much deeper as well, much deeper, much better on the all metal. So get used to it, folks. If you're not using it on all metal, get it over. The more you swing it and get used to it, the more you'll enjoy it and the more you'll find. Right, on to the next. I'm right down by the wood now, where the field borders the wood, and there's a find that's just come up. Looks to me probably part of a spoon, maybe. Yeah, the shank of a spoon or a fork. Yeah, that's what that is. There does seem to be quite a few signals down here, so I'm going to give it some time. As the sun drops, I'll give it a go. Luckily I've got these knee pads on, because I'm kneeling in them things. This isn't good. Right, keep watching, folks. Another find, folks. It's just in this ball here. The pinpointer's indicated. Is it a clog clasp? No, it isn't. That's the imprint of something. Right. So it fooled me. There she is, folks. Clog clasp, I would say. Very, very corroded. Now, is that because it's down here near the wood? It's a bit damper down near the ground, actually. I've noticed it's a lot easier to dig. There's another find, folks, I've nailed on the field. So let's see if we can bring anything else up. Well, this was down a bit, folks. It was quite a deep target, and I got a glimpse of it. There it is. Oh, is that a ring? Is it a ring? If it's a ring, it's a bloody crude one. Well then, I think it is a ring. It's got a hole there, look. Now, is that a hole where a stone would have been? It's very corroded. If it is, the jury's out. I'm just going to go off camera a second to see. I think it is. I think it's a corroded bronze copper ring. Or is it? I'm having my doubts again. I'll clean it up when I get home. Is it an olive? I don't think it's an olive. It's got a lot of early, it's got like an old patina on it. It's very corroded, like I said, but I don't know, you know. It's jagged there, that's the problem. Or is that just wear? Who knows? Am I just being hopeful? What is that little hole there? I can't see a stone being there, but you never know. Could well be. Could have been a coloured stone. Just seems to be jagged round this edge. But well, it's still a find. It was deep as well. That was deep. That was, what, good 9 inches, easy. 18 on the VDI numbers. Right. Let's see if we can get something else up. Well, I frantically grabbed the camera because I don't know if I've got a silver coin, folks. But I'm not going to tempt fate too much. I'm looking it through the screen and I know what it is already. Yep. Button. Yeah. The drought goes on. Well, you get it all here. You don't get all none of this eBay burying finds. It's everything's warts and all on this channel, I'm afraid. Buttons, junk, you'll see the lot. But there you go. It's not all about good finds. Most of my videos in the past have been hammered and Roman and Celtic and Saxon bits and Viking bits. So now you get on the other end of the spectrum, the everyday finds. And there's a button, Victorian pewter button. Now, it could have been a coin, but it wasn't. Again, it was down a bit, that. And we move on to the next. Another deep target, folks, and it was. The probe indicated it to be in this corner. I can just see a glimpse of something. There it is. Part of a spoon bowl. By looking at that, you know, not a modern one. Is it one of them Georgian? Yes, at least be Georgian, that. Yes, it will. 15 on the scale. Booming signals you would expect. Well, that's okay. Pity it wasn't full. You can't win them all. There you go. Right, on to the next. Keep watching. There is finds coming up. Took a bit of effort, but there it was. An old pocket knife, all encrusted with iron blade, all swelled up. and the bronze copper core line of the pocket watch in between. So yeah, alright, still coming up. On to the next, hopefully. Oh, I'm getting a little bit frustrated now, even though I shouldn't, because there is fines coming up. No coins, and it seems to be things like this now. Another small button, pewter. You know, it's frustrated. A little bit frustrated, because I know the stuff on here. I can't get it out. I seem to be dog bits of spoons and hoping things are older than what they are, Victorian bits. But I'll persevere, because detecting is all about perseverance. That's me finished, folks. That's the last signal. A massive lump of lead, like a lead disc with a hole in it. Bugger off, fly. Hang on a minute, let me kill this fly off. Go on. Yeah, well, they are. That's the last signal of the day, folks. I've been here 2 hours. Did have high hopes. I'm really sorry I couldn't produce anything of note. But you know, that's detecting. God only knows what that's been. It'll give a clunking signal. Some sort of lead washer. Right, I hope the next film that I do out in the field detecting, I can produce something of note rather than rubbish. Okay, thanks very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Bye for now.